The trucks will be turning southeast on 5th Street and probably waiting kind of there briefly in the center lane as they prepare to make a safe turn from Oregon 99. We're going to have flaggers out there to assist the traffic on Oregon 99W, as well as 5th Street, Edwards Drive, and Parks Drive, as they bring these long loads to the site. Like I said, it'll be between about 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. So probably, today, 9:30, people should expect to see some of those bridge beams. But I think the delays are going to be brief. We're not looking at long delays here because we're going to have flaggers, and we're going to continue to try to move traffic through there.
Okay, we had a little bit of a lag getting on the air there, so a little bit wet. We're talking to Lou Torres of ODOT, and we're talking about the delay on 99W as they're moving bridge beams into place as part of the bypass work. So, Lou, what would you like drivers to know this morning?
Well, that there might be some brief delays, and there will be flaggers out there during that 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. period when we're going to be moving the bridge beams through there. These are very large beams, and so we're going to try to move them as quickly as we can, but the trucks will need to turn, and so that takes a little bit of time sometimes. And so motorists just should be aware that there could be some delays, minor though, but to be on the lookout for flaggers and to be patient because it's just for today and just for tomorrow.
Exactly which cross street is this happening at? That was one of the questions from the callers. They'd like clarification on that.
Yeah, the trucks are going to turn southeast on 5th Street, and what that's going to mean is they're going to have to be in that center lane to make that safe turn from Oregon 99. So 5th Street's the key there. But Edwards Drive and Parks Drive will also be affected as well because they'll be moving those beams on those roads as well. The good news is, though, that once this one bridge that we're doing first is complete near Edwards and Parks Drives, that mean that all the trucks that have been coming into Dundee will be able to use that bridge to access the construction site. And what that'll do is reduce the truck traffic on 8th Street during the continued construction. And that was one of the main reasons why we wanted to do this bridge first, because it made a lot of sense because it enabled us to get trucks off of some of the streets in Dundee.
One of the questions I have is why not move these beams at night when you're not dealing with commuters going to work in the morning?
Well, for one thing, we picked the 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. period in order that we wouldn't be, impacting the commuter rush hour traffic. So that was one thing. And then the other thing is the daytime, because of the nature of where they're going to be moving these bridges in. They need daylight because don't forget they're not just taking it through Dundee. They have to get it out to the site as well, which is not as easy as moving through Dundee. So the daylight was really important that they had that.
And this will happen. Will this happen from time to time as they move in the other beams for the other bridges? This is the first of 10 bridges?
Yeah, this is the first of 10 bridges, but this is the only one they're going to be doing right now for a while. So just today and tomorrow between 9 a.m. and 1 p.m., they'll have those bridge beams moved in for that one bridge. And then it'll be a while before we start working on some of the other bridges, maybe later in the summer or later in the fall.
After they move the bridge beams off the roadway, then is traffic going to resume normal flow, or as they continue to work on this, are there going to be some minor detours in traffic or delays of some such?
No, once they move the bridge beams off of the main highways and get it to the site where the bridge beams will be installed, essentially, no, the traffic will continue to move normally. So, like again, I said the just minor delays between about 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. today and tomorrow, and then during the other periods, motorists shouldn't even notice anything.
All righty. And Lou Torres, have you been in contact with the crews yet? It's 7:52 right now. They started work yet? This is scheduled between 8:30 and 1, so are they on schedule to start right on time?
Well, we're expecting between about 9 and 9:30 is when we'll see the first bridge beams appear. I don't have an exact time exactly, but you could expect between about 9 and 9:30 this morning.
Okay, Lou, anything else you'd like to add that we should be aware of?
Well, ODOT really thanks the public for its patience and support, because there's a lot of work involved in this project, and so the public's patience is going to be really appreciated.
One of the things that I hear, my wife and I have just moved to the area from the Independence area. This bypass project has been going on for decades, and we were at a Chamber of Commerce event with Dave Hageberg, who's been working on this for 20 years.
25, I think.
25 years.
Yeah.
And at the Chamber event the other day, he was saying, it's happening, they're moving dirt, you're actually seeing things happen. And one of the things that I've heard of in the public is this ever going to happen? Well, it's actually happening, but it's going to take a while to complete, isn't it?
Yeah, it will be. We're going to be working through until 2016 to complete this phase one of the bypass. So we have, a couple more solid years of construction ahead of us, more than that actually. And so this is a very big project. It's a brand new highway. And so what that all entails is that it's not going to happen overnight. So we're really going to continue to ask the public for their support and patience, as we try to complete the project.
What's the price tag on this project overall?
The price tag on it?
Yeah.
It's right now we're looking at around $262 million to complete this phase one of the bypass.
And any bottlenecks expected? Pardon the pun, but as far as funding for phase one, or is all in place?
Oh, we have the funding in place for phase one. So, that's what enabled us to finally move forward on the project after many years of consideration. And so, especially in 2009, when the legislature passed the Jobs and Transportation Act, that really set aside almost $200 million just for the project itself. So we finally achieved the funding part of it. So we're good to go, and we'll be continuing to build, for example, a number of different stages over the next 2-3 years.
Now, folks in the local area know the answer to this question. They'll think I'm somewhat foolish for asking it, but how important is this project locally? It's vital, don't you think?
It's huge. It's going to be huge for the communities of Dundee and Newburgh. I mean, they're going to basically get their downtowns back after heavy congestion and traffic, because this is going to really reduce the number of motorists, as well as the key part will be reduce the number of large trucks that go through Dundee and Newburgh by as much as 40 and 50%. And so that in itself is going to just improve pedestrian traffic through there. It's just going to make it better for their downtowns.
And there is the folks on the state level know just how important that is to this area, correct?
Oh, it's huge. The state has been totally. We've been one of the big. We've been out in front on this project. We know what it means to the economies of Yamhill County. All the 99W corridor there, the busy corridor through there. It's going to mean a lot to those communities.
Okay, Lou, thank you. We called you this morning, and we do thank you for visiting with us. We'll be in touch as they develop this project, and then again, just watch out for delays. Again, what's the longest delay? You think about 10 minutes or so?
I think it'll be hopefully less than that.
Okay.
We're describing it as minor delays, which is usually just maybe a couple minutes or so.
All righty. Lou, have a good day, and thank you for talking to us live on KLYC.
Take care now.
Okay, bye-bye. AM 1260 KLYC, Inquiring Minds Want to Know. We've had some callers call in about that, and so we grabbed a hold of Lou and got him on the air. And watch out, Highway 99W, about 9 to 9:30 this morning. And, boy, that bypass really needs to happen. There are times we have one of our Birch chuck wagon is right there, right on the main drag. It's nice to have a business there because you've got traffic, but getting on the road on 99W from one side of the road to the other can sometimes be very, very difficult and dangerous because you've got cars that are literally bumper to bumper.
Yep, and so it's a great opportunity if you're hungry when you're going through Dundee to stop at
Birch chuck wagon.
Yeah.
If you like barbecue,
it's
you like
wonderful
Birch.
stuff. And then, people that are going to be making trips through Dundee should be aware that today and tomorrow from about 9:30 to 1, they're going to have these big bridge girders that are going to be moving through there. So.
And hopefully delays will be 10 minutes or less.
Yeah. And that happens just naturally.
Oh,
so.
yeah. I was going to say, sometimes I've been on there where the delays are more than 10 minutes. So hopefully that's what there are this morning. I think the caller was concerned about, because on a normal day, we're talking 10-minute delays sometimes. If somebody's trying to make a left-hand turn, you got a 10-minute delay.
Plan your route. Some people that live in the area know how to skirt around Dundee on the back roads and miss all of that. So yeah.
Drive safe.
But when you're out seeing those big semi-trucks that are, what do you say, 155 feet long?
Yeah.
They're loads that progress is happening.
Dirt is being moved and steel is being moved. It's happening. It'll be slow. It'll be a few years, but something's going on.
Bridges are being built. Yeah, it's great.
Progress sometimes is slow.
You can get from here to there with those.
Quicker.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity.
AM 1260 KLYC. More to come on the Morning Cruise.